After dropping games 2 and 3, almost everyone counted the Indiana Fever out. But instead of folding under pressure, the Fever came back swinging in Game 4 and sent a loud message to the entire league: we're not done yet. Now, the series is heading back to Las Vegas for a winner-take-all Game 5, and somehow, despite all the injuries and adversity they've battled through all season long, the Fever are now just one win away from the WNBA Finals. This was a fight for survival, and Indiana answered the call. Right from the opening tip, both teams came out firing. Aliyah Boston tried to set the tone early with a huge defensive stop on Kelsey Mitchell, but Kelsey immediately responded with a cold-blooded three that snapped through the net. From that moment on, it was clear the Fever weren't backing down. Mitchell started cooking, knocking down pull-up jumpers and attacking the defense with confidence, while Jackie Young kept the aces rolling on the other side with aggressive drives and clutch buckets. Every possession felt like a heavyweight fight. Then came one of Indiana's best plays of the night. With the defense overplaying Kelsey at the top, she cut backdoor perfectly, and Aliyah Boston delivered an absolute dime for the easy finish. The chemistry between those two completely changed the flow of the game. Meanwhile, Aliyah Boston showed why she's an MVP, knocking down tough mid-range jumpers and battling inside. But Boston refused to be intimidated. She attacked Wilson in the paint over and over again, using footwork, strength, and touch to score through contact and dominate inside. Boston was unstoppable. She scored with spin moves, finger rolls, offensive rebounds, and strong finishes through traffic. Every time Las Vegas tried to grab momentum, she answered. Lexi Hull also gave Indiana a massive spark, knocking down a huge three from the top of the key and playing relentless defense all night long. And before the first quarter ended, the Fever grabbed momentum with a beautiful set play that freed up Kelsey Mitchell for a tough catch-and-shoot three after curling off multiple screens. Indiana carried that energy into the second quarter. Shea Petty attacked the rim fearlessly, finishing through contact and making hustle plays everywhere on the court. Even after an air ball on one possession, she immediately made up for it with a steal and fast break finish on the other end. Kelsey Mitchell kept applying pressure non-stop. She weaved through screens, sliced through defenders, and finished difficult layups at the rim while keeping the Fever offense under control. By halftime, Indiana had built an 8-point lead, and Kelsey already had 15 points on efficient shooting. The Fever clearly had momentum, but everyone knew the Aces would make a push. And they did. Las Vegas stormed back to open the third quarter with quick buckets and a big three from Jackie Young that cut the deficit to just 2 points. But every time the Aces threatened to take over, Aliyah Boston stepped up again. Boston bullied her way through the paint for an and-one finish over Aliyah Boston, then anchored a defensive stretch where Indiana completely locked down Las Vegas. Lexi Hull pressured the ball relentlessly, Boston protected the rim, and the Fever turned defense into offense. One of the biggest moments came after Hull dove on the floor for a loose ball, leading to a fast break chance where Kelsey Mitchell flew to the rim for an acrobatic layup that brought the Indiana crowd to its feet. Heading into the fourth quarter, the Fever held a slim lead, but the pressure only kept rising. Jackie Young kept the Aces alive with huge shots, including a corner three and a tough floater through contact. Aliyah Boston continued battling inside as Las Vegas desperately tried to complete the comeback. But Indiana never cracked. Sydney Colson and Odyssey Sims gave the Fever huge energy plays, attacking the basket and extending the lead with fearless drives. Then Boston once again answered the moment with a clutch fadeaway jumper to stop the bleeding. And finally, with the game hanging in the balance, killer Kelsey delivered the dagger. Using a screen to create just enough space, Mitchell rose up and buried a massive pull-up jumper that crushed the Aces' comeback hopes and sealed the victory for Indiana. After losing back-to-back games and having their backs against the wall, the Fever fought their way back from the dead and forced a decisive Game 5 in Las Vegas. Kelsey Mitchell led the way with 25 points and played nearly the entire game, but the real difference maker was Aliyah Boston, who completely dominated with a monster double-double, 24 points and 14 rebounds. After the game, Boston summed up the Fever's mentality perfectly. "We over me. That's been our identity all season. We all we got, we all we need." And honestly, that's exactly what this team looks like right now, a group that refuses to quit no matter the odds. One game left. Winner takes all. Game 5 in Vegas.